All right, so in here under the under this package, let's create another package or another where we can put all the models, all the data that we want to be able to send and retrieve back and forth from the server. So in particular, let's create a Java class. We'll call it widget. Right? And in this widget, we're going to have some of the information that all widgets need. Right? We'll need an ID. We'll need a title. Well, let's keep it simple. Just ID and title. Okay. We'll also need, as part of the infrastructure and naming convention, we'll need also the setters and getters that go along with this. So implement. Let's generate all the setters and getters, all of them. There they are, all the setters and getters. Plus, we'll need a constructor. We'll need a constructor. So let's do generate a constructor. And we'll generate a no argument constructor. There we go. Right. Now, just for our convenience, I'm going to create a constructor, an additional constructor. We don't need it, but just for convenience purposes, I'm going to create a constructor that has all the fields. There we go. Right. Okay, excellent. So we already really need the fields. We need the no argument constructor, and we need all the setters and getters. We don't really need this convenient constructor. But just to keep it simple, let me do that. Once we have that, we can now start using the controller to see if we can send back and forth information between the client and the server. So for instance, let's create here a public that returns a single widget. So get widget, right? And what's going to do is just basically it's going to instantiate a new widget. So widget new widget, and I'm going to pass an ID 1, 2, 3, and the title will be heading 1. All right, so that's my widget, and I'm going to return widget W. Okay, there we go. Now to make this available through a RESTful API, yes. Oh no, it could use just plain old int. I'm just looking ahead when we're going to start saving this into a database, and the database does need the wrapper data type for primary keys. Yeah, but no, for this regular int is fine. The primitive data type is fine. So yeah, so let's here get mapping. I'm going to retrieve get widget. Okay. Again, these are not RESTful because they're not following the naming convention, how the URL should be split up. But for now, let's just see if we can work through this. All right. So if we go back and hello still works, and if we say get widget, right, comes back indeed with a JSON representation of that object. Yes. Right. All right, excellent. Let's now start taking a look at actually working with actual data and a list of widgets and implementing a RESTful API.